Okay, are you guys ready? Mitch is ready. Yes, he's ready. Mitch is laughing. Are you okay, Mitch?
Is Ivana teacher?
It's Ivan.
Because I asked about how may I did that.
You're a troll, eh, Ivana-chan? What are you doing?
I'm going to play teacher.
Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play
PlayStation.
Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah.
I want to learn. I want to learn. I'm really bad.
Hello. Good
Hello,
night.
perfect, Mariana. Hallelujah, perfect.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Open your glossary, Mariana, because we are going to do listening today. We have a lot of vocabulary today.
Okay.
Okay, go, go, go.
Okay. Yes. I'm ready.
Perfect. So let's go, guys. We have in this slide fashion, and I want to tell you news now that most of you are here. Your 4 weeks evaluation finish this Friday. Therefore, your exam is on Friday. Okay? Your exam is on Friday. The exam includes, take a note.
Teacher, in
Yes,
this case, we won't have all the weekend?
yes, no, similar
Yes.
to previous
Okay,
exams, you have all the weekend, don't worry.
Okay, excellent.
So we have this evaluation. We practiced all the simple pasts, all the past structures, which is structure 5, structure 8, structure 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which are the 4 structures for past. In the exam, you need to have the ability to understand all the structures. Also, we practiced regular verbs, irregular verbs, obviously, but most importantly, gossip. We gossiped this information. In the exam, you are going to practice gossip, you are going to listen to a conversation, you are going to do some very important stuff. So take a note because this is super, super important for your exam.
When is the exam, teacher?
On Friday.
On Friday?
Yes, on Friday we are going to have the end of the 4 weeks. Don't suffer, Mitch. You can do this. Okay.
This is my third class.
Your
Okay.
yes, your third class, but you know some information about this. Let's see
Okay.
how you do. At the end, the most important part is the feedback. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it. And then you have all the vocabulary from previous classes. The vocabulary was the gossip, some listening practice, the email, the story, sorry. The story you wrote on previous classes, punctuation, the writing. It's going to be a many exercises that are very similar, and of course, including today's vocabulary. Okay, so this is your information for the exam. Any question?
No.
All right. In that case, let's practice. Fashion. Getting ready. Help me with the instructions. Aurea, I haven't heard you in a long time. Action, Aurea.
Game ready. What kinds of clothes do you usually wear to these places or events? Complete the chart and compare your answers with a partner.
Yes. Any question about the instructions?
No.
Good. So, what kind of clothes do you usually wear on a wedding? Question two. Question two to you, Aurea. Of course, you had a wedding very recently.
Yes, teacher.
Tell us.
A formal clothes, for example, a
Formal
dress.
clothes. Watch out. When you are talking about formal clothes, eliminate a because a is singular.
Okay, okay,
Again.
okay. For a wedding, you need to use formal clothes.
Eliminate use. You need to.
You need to wear
Yes.
formal clothes.
Perfect.
Where?
The verb wear is the verb for clothes
Yeah.
because use is a word for objects, for things. Do you understand? Like I use my cell phone. I use the internet,
Yes.
right? But I wear formal clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good thing. So, Jessie, Aurea said formal clothes. Do you have any example of formal clothes?
For women?
Can you repeat that?
For women or for men?
For both.
Maybe for men, a suit.
Mhm.
For a women, a long dress.
Good.
Uh,
Suits, long
um,
dress.
mhm. For a wedding is not, you don't have to wear white
Oh,
or
important.
uh-huh,
Mhm.
or I don't know how to say color claro, a clear dress or
Clear. I don't think it's clear. That should be oh yeah. There was
light.
light colors.
Light colors. Yes, you don't have to wear light colors in a dress.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, um, I don't know if it is true, but you don't have to wear uh, a long dress.
You don't have to wear long.
Almost.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I don't know how to say a menos. A menos que?
A menos que. Excellent question. Everybody copy this word. Unless. A menos que.
Less.
Unless. Ajá.
Okay. Unless you are the wedding or I don't know how to say madrina.
Madrina. The the brides. The bridesmaid.
The bridesmaid.
The bridesmaid es una madrina.
Ah, okay. Well, you don't have to dress a long dress.
Okay, yeah, before you continue with the thing, you don't have to sounds like it's optional.
Okay.
The word don't have to negative is used when you are talking about optional stuff. The word that I would use either should for recommendations, should not in this case, or must not for prohibitions.
Okay.
Because you don't have to sounds like I you choose. It's optional.
Okay.
Like you don't have to wear a long dress, but if you want, no problem. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
So you must not.
You must not
Mm-hmm.
wear a dress, a long dress,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
unless you are um, bride, bridesmaid,
The bridesmaid. Mm-hmm.
the
Bridesmaid.
bridesmaid.
Perfect. Very good. I like your example. Perfect. Okay, what about a party? Tell me, Mitch, what should we wear at a party?
Uh, depends of the party.
Depends. Oh, pronunciation. Depends. Depends on, not of.
Depends. Ah, okay, depends on. Depends on.
Depends on.
You can use informal or formal for a party.
Oh, again, you don't use clothes. What's the verb for clothes?
No, yes. Where?
Exactly. Repeat. You don't?
No, you can wear informal or formal clothes.
Okay. Depends on the party, no?
Depends on the party.
So it can be both. Mm-hmm.
Depends on.
And give me an example of something of clothing you should wear.
Jeans,
Jeans.
blouse,
Pronunciation.
blouse,
Ajá.
blouse.
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 The pronunciation is blouse. So again, jeans. What else?
Blouse.
Blouse.
Uh, t-shirt,
Ajá. T-shirt.
t-shirt, jacket,
Jackets. That's
jacket.
pretty much.
I don't know. How do you say chaleco? Belt.
Oh,
No, belt.
nice. That's a
No,
vest.
I forgot. Vest.
That's a vest. You are
Vest.
correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a vest. Very nice. Very interesting, Mitch. Good job. That's it. Mao, do
Okay.
you agree with Mitch? I think jeans, blouse, t-shirt, jacket, vest, that will be for an informal party. What would you wear on a formal party?
On a formal party, I think vest
Mm-hmm.
or a formal blouse,
A formal blouse. Good, good, good. Mm-hmm.
and also a tie.
Ah, nice. Ties are a really good option. Formal or casual, ties are good. Mm-hmm.
And shoes.
And shoes. Shoes instead of sneakers, no?
Yes.
Good job. Excellent. Very nice. Let's go now to school. Tell me, Karen. Hello, girl.
Hello, teacher.
Tell us, Karen, should
Mm,
we wear formal clothes at school or informal clothes?
It depends the school. For example,
Okay, let's repeat that. Eat what?
it is depend
It
for
is. Eliminate it is. Well, eliminate is. Depend is a verb. I
it
depend, you depend, and it?
depends.
Exactly. It depends, and then the combination is on.
Okay.
Not off, not for.
Oh, okay.
Repeat.
It depends on the school.
Tell me more.
For example, in the university,
Mhm.
sometimes is formal, but the rest of the school it's informal for me.
Mhm.
It's one example.
Mhm.
And formal maybe in I don't know how do you say escuela católica.
Oh, interesting. That will be a Catholic
Catholic
school.
okay. Maybe in a Catholic school it's with a special uniform. It's formal all the time.
Okay, so let's say that sometimes it is uniform
Yes,
and other times
casual.
casual. Good. What kind of casual clothes? Because casual is a category. In this case, it can be both. What
Casual,
kind of casual?
maybe blues, t-shirt,
Aha, pronunciation.
blouse,
Watch
la
this.
las,
Pronunciation.
Ow. Say that with me. Ow.
blouse,
Yes.
bla
Blouse.
Blouse.
blouse,
Mhm.
t-shirt, jacket.
Blouse,
I-
t-shirt, jacket. Aha, very similar to a party.
mm, yes, casual, like a party.
Aha, casual like a party. Mhm.
And
What
then,
about what about the university? What do people wear at the university?
in my university, for example, one day with a special, I don't know, class. I
Mhm.
don't know, economy or administration, for example.
Mhm.
And I don't remember how do you say exponer.
And that's to present.
When we presented
Mhm.
exposition, it's with um, formal clothing, like
For
suite.
clothing. Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm. Okay,
but
formal clothing for expose.
like a
Okay, so for a regular day,
suite, traje,
sweets. Sweets in Spanish, dulces.
as
Sweet.
suite,
Pronunciation?
suit.
Exactly.
Suit.
Suit. Yeah, but my
And
question is different. That's for expos, but what about a normal day?
it's
Tell me
casual.
for example.
Mm, for example, a dress,
Dress.
jeans, a jacket, also like a party, as what as
Like
¿De
party.
dónde está el regaño?
Okay, I think we have one more. Guys, how do you say sudadera in English? Does anybody know?
Sweater.
Clothes. Sweater is more like it's a different knot, a different type of building. Attention, guys, new vocabulary. Hoodie.
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 I see a lot of university students on hoodies.
Yes. And also, suit is for woman and for men.
Yep. In that case, no problem. It's the same. That's it, guys. Okay. So the audios today are about clothing. Okay? Watch out. People are talking about fashions from the past. Listen and number the pictures. With the vocabulary you just learned, you need to check which conversation is the picture that you are watching. So conversation number one is this. Conversation number one is about a suit and a long dress, you know? Try to find the other ones. Attention, guys. 3, 2. Do you understand the activity?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Everybody?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Let's play the audio. Tell me which photo is described on each conversation. 1, 2, 3.
1,
Oh, this is typical early 60s. That's when guys started to wear their hair a little longer, and girls wore skirts or dresses. I love the wide belts and the boots that girls used to wear.
2, this must be the 1920s. I love the dresses women wore then. Very straight, and they came down to just above the knees. And they wore their hair short sometimes, with a little wave. Men looked handsome too, with those wide trousers. They hung out in jazz clubs all the time. What a wild time that was. No wonder they called it the Roaring Twenties. 3,
This is the late 60s, early 70s, of course. Look at this woman's long tie-dyed skirt. It's so colorful. The guys wore jeans and t-shirts with peace signs on them, and all the young people had long hair back then.
4,
This must be the 1950s, when boys had their hair slicked back and wore high school Letterman jackets and tight jeans. I wonder how they ever got into them, or out of them for that matter. The girls wore sweaters, neck scarves, and wide skirts.
5,
Oh, this is the late 70s or early 80s, I think. Both the guy and the girl have punk hairstyles and they're wearing lots of black leather. But it's hard to tell when this is exactly because some people still look this way.
6,
This has to be around 1910. People dressed very formally back then. Men had suits with long jackets, and they usually wore black hats. The women wore long dresses and capes. They looked very elegant.
Do you have all the answers?
Yes.
Awesome. What about the rest?
Yes, I have.
Perfect. Send your answers through the chat or WhatsApp. Send it here. Okay, thank you, Karen. Very good. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Mariana. In the chat. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. I have everybody's. So I'm going to play again the audio, but now focus on the clothing you hear. Take notes. Okay? Take notes and tell me every clothing you hear. When you are ready, give me a thumbs up. Very good. Mariana, Olga, Mau, Mitch. Yes, and Karen. Excellent. So I'm going to play this and take notes on the words you understand. It can be clothing. It can be anything else. 3, 2, 1, action.
1,
Oh, this is typical early 60s. That's when guys started to wear their hair a little longer, and girls wore skirts or dresses. I love the wide belts and the boots that girls used to wear.
2,
This must be the 1920s. I love the dresses women wore then. Very straight, and they came down to just above the knees. And they wore their hair short sometimes, with a little wave. Men looked handsome too, with those wide trousers. They hung out in jazz clubs all the time. What a wild time that was. No wonder they called it the Roaring Twenties.
3,
This is the late 60s, early 70s, of course. Look at this woman's long tie-dyed skirt. It's so colorful. The guys wore jeans and t-shirts with peace signs on them, and all the young people had long hair back then.
4,
This must be the 1950s, when boys had their hair slicked back and wore high school letterman jackets and tight jeans. I wonder how they ever got into them, or out of them for that matter. The girls wore sweaters, neck scarves, and wide skirts.
5,
Oh, this is the late 70s or early 80s, I think. Both the guy and the girl have punk hairstyles and they're wearing lots of black leather. But it's hard to tell when this is exactly because some people still look this way.
6. This has to be around 1910. People dressed very formally back then. Men had suits with long jackets, and they usually wore black hats. The women wore long dresses and capes. They looked very elegant.
That's it. Let's go to the next one. So, number 1. Let's begin with Yesi. What words did you hear on number 1?
I listened early 16 scars.
Speak louder again.
Yeah, sorry. Books,
Oh, there's it. So, boots.
books,
Okay.
scars,
Skirts.
well, I wrote typical early 16, but that is irrelevant, so I only have skirts and boots.
Typical what?
Typical early 16, is the age.
Good. Not the age. The word you are looking for is the transition.
The decade.
Exactly. Decade.
Decade.
Everybody copy this word. Decade. Década. The decade. Copy in your glossaries. Let me check.
I don't have more.
Don't have more. Perfect. That's it. So give me more information about this one. Aurea.
Dresses?
Dresses.
Yes.
Good. Skirts.
And that's all.
Dresses. And that's all. Perfect. No problem. No problem. Good job. So let me check if this information can help us. Because you have skirts. Skirts exist in letter D. But we don't have boots. So here you have boots. Do you agree?
Yes.
Dresses. We have dresses in letter F, E. We have dresses everywhere over here, right? But again, letter F, no boots. Letter E, no boots. So I think the boots are the best reference. With this information, that's enough. Let's go to number 2. Tell me, Karen, what words did you take from number 2?
Number 2, dresses. Suit.
Good, perfect.
Hat.
Okay, wait. Suit?
Suit. I don't know.
No, number 2, they never said suit.
Okay.
What did you say after suit?
Hat.
Hat.
And that's it, teacher. Yes.
Good. Okay, dresses and hats. Interesting. Okay, let's see what else we have, because we have hat and dresses exist in letter E and letter F.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, teacher.
So that's an issue. We are going to go through.
And in letter F, they say long suit.
Long suit. Number 2?
F. No.
No, never.
Letter F. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They say long suit.
Ah, but number 6.
Yes. No.
Just a second. Just a second. Here we are number 2.
Yes.
Anyway, let's see what else we identify. Mao, what other words do you have from number 2?
I love the dresses.
I love the dresses. Good. Okay, what else?
With a little wave.
With a little wave. Let me check the position. That's correct, but it's before or after the hats. Uh-oh. Surprise, surprise. We never hear hat in number 2.
Okay.
Eliminate number 2. But with a little.
Teacher,
Wait. Correct. Yes, Oria?
I heard trousers.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Oria, this is new vocabulary. Can you tell us what trousers are?
Pantalón.
Everybody copy this. You are correct. Trousers, guys, is the British word for formal pants. In America, we call them only pants. But in England, the name is trousers. This is a suit. These are trousers. Take a note. This is only British English, eh? Only. Very good, Oriane. Trousers. Any other word you have, Mao?
Handsome.
Handsome. Perfect.
Handsome too.
Handsome too. Handsome too. Trousers. Good. Okay, so we have dresses with a little wave. What's a wave, Mao, in Spanish?
I don't know.
Okay, that's it. Good, no problem. Does anybody know what is a wave?
¿Es cueva? No, ¿verdad?
Oh, that's cave. With KKK.
Yes.
Don't you worry. So eliminate. Let's copy the word wave, everybody. Wave. Ondas. This is a wave. Okay. Yeah, we don't have it. But when you're talking about clothing, waves. And guys, only one has dresses with waves. What letter is this, guys?
E.
Correct. That is totally correct. So number 2 is letter E, because we have the waves over here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's pass to the next. Mitch, what words do you remember from number 3?
Jeans.
Can you repeat? I didn't understand that.
Jeans.
Jeans, okay. Huh?
T-shirts.
T-shirts, good.
That's it.
That's it, no problem. Perfect. Mariana, what else do you have from number 3?
Long hair
Long hair.
and skirt.
Long hair. And skirt is before.
I don't remember the correct word, but it's something like colorful.
Colorful, nice. Correct. This is a good option, no? A good sign for the number.
Yes.
We have letter D is colorful, letter A is colorful. A and D. That's a distinction. Okay. New vocabulary, people. Yeah. Transition, Mariana.
Tie-dye.
I.
Tie-dye.
Yes.
Tie-dye.
Everybody pronunciation.
Tie-dye.
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 Tie-dye. Perfect. So tie-dye. Dye es tinta. Dye es tinta. And dye is atar. So together, tie-dye is a specific type of design that you do when you tie your clothes and then you drop dye on the t-shirt. So for example, this is a tie-dye t-shirt. This is a tie-dye t-shirt. And they look horrible, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Look at this. Terrible. Tie-dye t-shirt. The audio, listen to this.
1. Time that was. 3.
This is the late 60s, early 70s, of course. Look at this woman's long tie-dyed skirt.
Did you listen to that?
Yes.
What was the word?
Sky-dye t-shirt.
Tie-dye skirts.
Exactly. Be careful. Be careful. It's not sky. Tie-dye skirt. It was confused, like all together, but yes. That's it. Okay. Tie-dye skirt. And that's it. With this information, that's the words you need. What number, what letter is this? Mitch.
A.
Exactly. Letter A is number 3. Easy with that. That's it. Another word that I want to teach you here. Yes, colorful. Ah, yeah. What is the past of wear? Does anybody know?
No.
No. Perfect.
No.
Take a note. Today I wear, but my grandparents wore.
War.
And in my life, I have worn.
Worn.
Copy the 3 tenses. Ready? The next one. Oh, yeah. What words did you hear from number 4?
Sweater,
Good. Sweater.
jeans,
Jeans.
skirts,
Uh-huh.
and that's all.
And that's all. I think the word sweater. Ah, no, yeah, no, the word sweater is there, but is almost at the end. Sweaters.
Yeah.
Good. Jeans, sweater, skirts.
Pues el de recal.
Next word. What about Jessie? What other words did you hear here?
The thin jeans,
Can you repeat that?
thin jeans.
I cannot understand. Can you repeat?
I don't know if it was teeny or thin jeans.
Ah. Okay, let's write the word something T jeans because the pronunciation doesn't match.
Okay.
New word. Are you familiar with the word pronunciation?
Tight.
Yeah, everybody pronunciation.
Tight.
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 Tight means estrecho. Tight, estrecho. That was the word you heard. Yes.
Okay. I heard tight jeans, sweaters, and scarves. I didn't what
And that's it. Okay,
the same.
good. Tight jeans, sweaters, and skirts. Okay, let me teach you an adjective for here. Everybody, please take a note. Let me check if it's late back. No, it's not here. Slick back. These guys, this type of hair is a slicked back hair. Everybody pronunciation, slick back hair.
Slick back hair.
Back here.
Good. That's the way to dress your hair. But pronunciation, slicked. T at the end. Slicked back. To dress your hair, all to the back. Women and men, no difference. Tight jeans, of course. And what about, who knows what is this?
Bufanda.
Very good. Scarf, bufanda. Switch to Spanish. Hay una observación que quiero hacer aquí con palabras que terminan en F. Los pronombres contables que terminan en F se le pone una V cuando habla en plural. So take a note, everybody. Scarf, scarves. This happens also with the word, for example, knife. One knife with F. Plural knives with V.
¿Qué significa en español slick back hair?
Slick back hair, slicked. If it's slicked with ED, it's because it is past. When you say peinado hacia atrás.
Ah.
You see? Slicked back. So you need to slick it back. Scarf. And finally, new word. Pronunciation, mouth.
Wait.
Excellent. Everybody pronunciation?
Wide.
Why?
Wide. In the audio, you're going to hear slicked back, tight jeans, sweaters, and something happened with wide. Wide is amplio or ancho. Take a note. Let's listen to the audio and let's check what is wide in this conversation. Attention.
It's so colorful. The guys wore jeans and t-shirts with peace signs on them, and all the young people had long hair back then.
Jeans. I wonder how they ever got into them, or out of them for that matter. The girls wore sweaters, neck scarves, and wide skirts.
So what do the girls wear?
White scarf.
Exactly, wide skirts with slicked back hair, tight jeans, and white skirts. We have letter Oria.
Letter D.
You are correct. Good. So letter D, number 4. That's it. Guys, study this vocabulary because for tomorrow's conversation, when you finish this exercise, you are going to speak about your grandparents' fashion. And you are going to tell the class. With this, we can practice new vocabulary and you can practice gossip structures. So that's going to be tomorrow's activity. Get ready for tomorrow. Study this vocabulary because we are going to talk about our grandparents' fashion. Do you have any question?
No.
Well, girl, guys, very happy to hear you. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Guys. See you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.